Well, here we are once again in the true final episode. Just like this real game, there's a true final boss and then there's a secret final episode, and that's where we are right now.
You've unlocked the secret episode, gentlemen. Congratulations.
Yes,
And
you put in the
super
passcode successfully. You typed in the YouTube URL.
You typed in
ARG?
16 digits.
It's an ARG for
Yeah,
this
we're gonna
URL.
put it behind a
paywall.
It's gonna be
Morse
Jim
code or
Carrey.
something.
Are you ready for this?
Oh Jesus, you really have trained.
Yeah, I was playing this for about not that long, like a half hour. This guy was so much easier than the true final boss, to be perfectly honest.
What, Infinity Phalanx, I believe is what he's called?
Yeah, his Phalanx is true final form.
This one's just Mr.
Well, he said he has the Crest of Infinity,
really it
so I'm
is.
just gonna call him Infinity Phalanx.
And I realized those aren't toenails or anything or
They're
feathers.
feathers.
No, they're not
They're
feathers. They're ribs.
That would make more sense, because he is a big Esquilato.
He's a
So-
big
It's
bone
a
man.
tornado.
A squid? What?
Isn't that skeleton in Spanish? I
No.
failed Spanish class in high
It's,
school.
you
I'm
took
pretty
Spanish
sure-
class.
I'm pretty sure Esquilato is a skeleton.
That's
We
an
just have
escalator,
inside
Watch
isn't
it be literally no word.
Fuck you. I'll pause this, I'll alt-tab, and record it for the viewers to see.
I'll look it
Just
up.
go and look it up on Google Translate.
I
It's
got you.
Escalato, motherfucker!
I'll look it up. I got you.
Escalado is for what this conversation is. Escalatoing.
Oh.
God, I'm so not
it is
funny.
with a Q,
I
escalate.
fucking knew it. I used to have a friend that was pretty much a weed, but from Mexico for a while. Because he watched Italia. And he was like,
Spanico. Also,
Mexico is
about
so
to die.
cute. Yeah.
Mexico is so cute. I want them to
Dude,
go.
the
against
amount of
their
people who
borders.
are like hard for Italia. It's like
No.
I only know about it from porn.
That's fair.
I don't know
Italia only exists for porn.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of anime like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like Black
Dragon's
Butler.
Maid.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
While Dragon's Maid is also really cute.
Yes, but what else did you see?
Sirius the Jaeger was also
I didn't watch
totally
all of it,
yaoi
but I
bait.
do remember the dodgeball fight. Where all
didn't
the
watch
dragons have like an epic.
No, they don't have a
dodgeball.
dodgeball fight. They literally just have a fight. Like they fucking Kobayashi take no. The fucking Dragon Maid takes to fight the lolly one. She takes Kobayashi to an offshore island so they won't destroy things. And they have
Well,
like
there's
the
like a-
coolest anime fight
Is
I've seen in years. And it was just it was like 2 minutes and it's over. And they're like,
That's
okay,
how
we're not
all
anime.
are, though.
Yeah,
no,
that's why
That's one
they
thing I
put all
hated
their
about
fucking
Devilman. Devilman was fantastic, but the
no.
whole episode would build up to a fight scene and then it would literally be 30 seconds.
But dude, Dragon Maid isn't about fighting. It's just like, how can we can't get fighting anime like this, where it's just about all fucking
I felt this.
gorgeous.
I really wish
60 FPS
like,
fighting.
like
We
One
need to
Punch
see
Man.
that fight scene. Yeah. Madhouse is never doing that again. Madhouse doesn't do anything
like
more than
you
one
remember
season.
the fight where
Name a
Boris
Madhouse.
fights fucking one?
I don't
like,
remember
one-
anything from
like
that.
that fight. I was like,
I don't
I
remember
felt
anything
the
from
power.
Madhouse.
No Game No Life.
Oh yeah.
No, they only do one season of any anime ever. Period.
That is actually.
One Punch Man
they made a
season
movie. They made a movie.
No
for
Game No
it,
Life. That
Was it live action though?
No, it wasn't
like
live
a
action.
Speed
they
Racer?
made that movie, and everyone, a lot
Pure
of people in this
plug
house
filter.
hate it, and I can kind of understand why. But I also like Shubi.
Ah, fair enough.
Shubi is adorable.
no, but there was
You
a
seen
scene in. I remember specifically. There was a fucking scene in
Fucking scene? What
Well,
anime?
probably.
in Kobayashi's Dragon Maid where they like play dodgeball and like literally it's like this really gruesome battle. Like they destroy the entire like court. I remember that vividly.
Who knows? They probably did it again. I guess.
Oh, also,
Why
I
is
forgot
this
to
a
mention
fighting anime? Why does it have gorgeous fight scenes when it's about cute
about
dragons?
This boss fight. The reason
Fighting apparently doesn't sell.
I got demoralized near the end of the last episode because I was like, man, he's not even slightly red yet, and I've expounded all my fucking healing items. But this is the only boss in the game that doesn't turn red. He just goes from fine to defeated.
I don't
So
like.
there's no indicator of how much health he has.
About to die.
No. I might die once or twice,
To be
but
fair,
I was
you've
practicing just
lasted
before
pretty
this.
long.
No, one hit will kill you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the toenails. Also, I didn't realize for a long time that he only drops those rocks when you hit him.
Oh, so you can time
So
it.
you can time them so you don't have to dodge the fingernails
Oh,
and the rocks at the same
strategies.
time.
Ah, yes. If he was a dragon, if he was a dragon maid, what would he look like?
I don't want to. I really don't want to.
Oh no!
Cute,
Fucking One
mysterious,
Piece, the
dark.
boogeyman.
Oh yeah.
What is he? Not Frankie. That's the cyborg. What's the
I can't. I know what you're talking about. I
like?
can't.
He'd look like the One Piece. That's what when he turns from what demon to maid.
No.
What is your favorite like transformation?
I wouldn't say. I
Magical
don't
Girl.
have a-
Captain
I
Planet.
can't really say.
Like,
Honestly,
like that's just the genre.
we
of what
just
it's
talked
called.
about
could
it,
be
but
fine.
honestly, Ben 10 probably.
Ben 10's a magical girl.
He has the fucking chain transformation. Go back and watch the original series, Ben 10. Every time he turns into it, he does this big thing. You know, go back and fucking watch
I
it.
get it. I get it. You're not
Someone
wrong.
do a full magical girl thing where like all the clothes get blasted off and does like this scantily clad ballerina dance, and then his arms just go into fucking fire, and his skull expands and he just starts
I don't know. I
screaming and
like
he
the
goes.
the transformations in Dragon Ball Z, but that's not really magical girl because they only do it once. Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah,
yeah.
might not
like,
be
one
a
hit.
good
magical
start.
girl transformations are like super.
You said you were one hit, and like,
I thought I could do it.
no, you need to pay attention.
This is why I like games that allow you to
I
fucking push into
fucking-
the pause screen.
I ruined it with the magical girl conversation.
I was focusing so hard.
No,
I don't know, all the transformations in DBZ are cool as fuck though, all of them.
I still think Sailor Moon.
Okay,
is
transformations when they just go from Super Saiyan. with
No,
long
just
hair to Super Saiyan
anyone
longer hair.
like Janemba or Frieza, like
Frieza.
like all boss fights have
Janemba?
multiple.
I remember the name, but I don't remember the
Jumbo.
person.
That's my
His
favorite
first form is
Genius
a big.
Kajumba.
His first form is a big yellow retard baby, and then his second one is like, you know, purple and pink. He has an energy sword, and they have to go into Super Gogeta to defeat him. You know, he's. Fuck you.
Vegeta
Was
is
this
most
during the Majin
boring
Buu thing?
transformation.
No, this was a movie.
The
a
Cell?
stand-
Oh, I haven't
Transformation?
seen all the.
Oh, fuck you.
Cell has 3 transformations.
Well, but like,
technically.
does he have like a
Cell's
scene?
Cell's got a
Ultimate Cell.
Yeah, he does.
Like perfect
Does he have?
Cell.
Does he have a scene where
No,
he like,
okay,
like
okay,
he
okay.
does a
Let's
fucking?
think
the
about
perfect
this.
Cell one when he eats 17.
He's got
and
the
and it's
first
strangely probably caused a lot of vor
form.
fetishes.
Yeah, I always thought that scene was kind of gross as a kid.
Just
'cause
like-
this big dick tail thing opens up and swallows her. It's like that.
No,
you
no,
ever
no.
seen that
No,
picture of
no.
Sandy Cheeks sucking up cars
It's,
with
the
a
big
giant
dick tail opens up and swallows.
It's
Hold
like
on.
the size of- That's what it reminded me of, honestly.
Back the fuck up. What Sandy Cheeks does what?
There was a image that someone drew of
I love
Sandy
how you're.
Cheeks, the size of a building, with a massive dick sucking up cars into her urethra. What about that don't you understand?
I didn't hear.
I didn't
the
want to
thing-
understand that. I
the
really
urethra.
didn't want you to repeat it either.
So the thing
Anyway.
that I was thinking about.
Why
yeah.
is why?
No, we're not
Why
done.
was wrong?
We're not.
I
We are
don't
not.
know.
I will fight right now.
It's the
We're
Alaskan.
talking about how
the Alaskan
Cell
bullworm.
caused the Alaskan bullworm vor fetishes
Oh, okay,
pictures.
yes, yes.
That one
Okay,
makes more sense.
Cell 816.
Probably very
No,
warm
Cell
and
8,
squishy.
18, and then
Shut
it's,
up.
No, Cell
Fucking,
17,
I'll fucking
18
kick
is
your
the-
ass right now.
Okay.
You'll go out
16
that
is-
window.
Well, I guess we're not gonna beat the boss then. We're too busy. What were you saying?
Cell 17 is the boy with his big dick tail, and then he walks up and like he just like oh wait, he loses the tail in the third
Yeah.
transformation.
No,
so yeah, he
you
does it
still
to
have
both
it,
of
it's
them.
just
He has the big
retraction
blah,
to
blah,
the
blah,
wing.
and they're struggling and screaming, and it's just like, is this supposed to be scary?
Yes.
I feel something different. I'm like 12. And
It's
I don't
the,
know.
it's the same way
It's
when you
scary.
like watch aliens like inject eggs into people in those movies.
It's
and
like
you're
when
like,
you-
I
when
can
you
see
watch,
how
uh,
this caused some like shit.
When you watch Totally Spies or something and they get tied up and taken.
Every episode, you mean? Get
Yeah.
tied up and turned into bees, get tied up and like
French.
gigantized, get tied up and like inflated. And, like the French are like,
Oh yeah, the inflation thing.
what are we
that,
gonna
was
do?
fun.
What are we gonna? No, they all have like
How are we going to like
giant
make?
suits
How are we going to confuse children?
They all have skin tight jumpsuits
body
as well.
jumpsuits, bodysuits that like eventually just became completely ridiculous. We've all seen gifs of the physics where she gets 2 of their little makeup pocket things and then she shoots them with a laser to make it like bounce between them, and then it somehow amplifies the beam and she turns it against the wall and melts the whole wall. And it's just like that's how conservation of energy and mass works. Yes, you shoot a laser at a mirror, it
Look,
gets bigger.
I think you can trace back pretty much all of your fetishes
To
your
cartoons,
childhood.
yeah.
Just your childhood.
Oh
in
yeah,
general.
Sigmund Freud would agree. Well, do you want to fuck your mother?
No!
Excuse me, that
all
sounds
I'm
like a
saying-
yes. Patient wants to fuck father,
He was very
not
defensive
mother.
about it.
Who, Freud?
Okay.
Or
No,
Venus.
all I'm saying is that the things that you enjoyed as a child affect the things that you enjoy now as an adult in different ways.
True.
That's all I'm saying, okay?
One thing I actually want to talk about is Totally Spies. That was the one ever showed
I
where
barely
people didn't wear the
watched
same outfit every day. They wore different outfits
Oh,
every
yeah.
day. Every episode they had something different. It wasn't the same.
And then
outfit.
jumpsuits.
Just,
Yeah, well, yeah, they
donating-
jump-
Well, they're teenage girls, of course. They're
Yeah,
teenage
My
but
girls.
golden scepter
look at
is falling on
16
the
where they
table.
wear the same fucking outfit every day.
They're
Or
almost
any
2
other
hits.
cartoon.
I'll get him. I beat him twice within like a 10-minute
You're gonna wanna
time
heal
But then you have to talk.
just before this. Look, I'm a fucking genius. Okay?
Really?
Okay,
Figure it
Kanye, calm down.
Calm down, Kanye.
I'm a genius. I don't understand. How am I a gay fish? I like fish. And I like fish sticks. How does that make me a gay fish?
Lame reference.
Yeah,
Okay.
reference.
Okay.
Do you like fish sticks?
Shut
I never liked South Park, to be honest.
No, neither have I.
I don't know.
Neither have I.
South Park's significantly vulgar, but you know they've never been afraid to make fun of both sides. Like there was a time, one episode where or what was it? Someone back when the Muhammad animations were released. You remember that?
Yes.
Or the Muhammad pictures? And they made fun of that by saying Family Guy was going to animate Muhammad. And the town of South Park's like, oh shit! How do we show the Muslims we agree with them and we don't want them to attack us, so we got to do something. So they do a whole episode where everyone in South Park buries their head under the sand and films it, like to prove to the Muslims that they didn't see Muhammad. So there's no reason to attack to attack the town of South
Yeah.
Park.
Look,
They're
like,
very cognizant about
I
both sides
feel-
are full of shit.
I appreciate
Might
their,
not be
like
the
how
most
they
fun
attack
voice.
other like sides. I appreciate
They're
that.
so
It-
vulgar.
it just-
though.
it
I
just-
just
yeah.
I just didn't care much for like that kind of humor when I was a kid.
Wasn't that
Like the criticisms
not
are
even
okay.
now,
It's just
not
how
that
they
funny.
do it.
I hear it's gotten worse, like all shows.
Well, I
Like
mean,
every single show.
you can't
in the
work
world.
in the showbiz industry anymore without fucking children.
Yeah.
Pretty
You're
much.
not going to suck my dick and put your penis in this small 5-year-old's vagina? Get out of here! You'll never work in Hollywood again!
Is that what happened to South Park?
I don't know. No, they still do stuff, but I imagine
I think we're just
Jeffrey
being
Epstein.
cynical.
No, we could be cynical, but I imagine Jeffrey
I mean,
Epstein.
at this point, it's an
who was it?
educated guess. I would
I
call
know you're
it.
talking about.
Educated? No. Who was he? He
Oh,
runs like one of the
shit.
biggest movie publications in the world. And now he's being
Epstein?
indicted. Not Epstein.
Weinstein? I don't.
Weinstein. More of the Steens.
No, they have very similar names. I wonder what the
Epstein.
connecting strand is here.
I'll rub my hands together while I think about it.
Get a bunch of-
Play merchant of hand washing.
Oh my god!
Oh, worship. Dude, we can't upload these just to. We have to upload these.
I told you to heal. You
I
got
thought
the
that would do
potion.
one blip of health instead of a blip and a half.
It does 2 blips.
I told you, Isaac, your
Always-
hubris would be your downfall.
always
Sorry.
work off
I
of-
might have beaten him.
Always work off of like the assumption that it's 2 blips. Is how I feel. I haven't memorized these.
If you're under
Wait.
4 hearts, just heal.
We have to release this shit on like BitChute too, instead of just YouTube. 'Cause I just watched a video. of
I'm
this
sorry,
guy-
This animation's the only time I can effectively hit him.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Like,
uh,
3 blips every
little
time.
blue
I heard
ball.
bit shit, not bit shoot.
BitChute.
You know, actually, I looked in the manual, and this little blue ball that follows me around, official name is Friend. That's a lie, by the way.
Well, I mean, he's a friend to someone, just not you.
Yeah,
Maybe-
he actually shows
maybe
up in the credits in
maybe-
the final boss.
Maybe he actually is
Your
a friend.
best friend.
And Firebrand is a demon. He doesn't like nice things. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, you want a hug? I'm here to be your friend. Get away from me! No, nice things hurt me.
The rocks are a fair bit easier to dodge now that I know they happen when I hit them.
Yo, what was it? Oh, we need to upload to like BitChute and some other shites. Some other shites.
We need to upload
That's
to
right.
bit shite and other sites.
We're gonna get suppressed by the algorithm. Algorithm, not manually. So I was watching Razor Fist.
Ah,
What?
hold on.
You don't like him?
I'm
What?
really sick of that kind of YouTube.
Anger all the time.
Yeah,
oh, fuck me.
like I was really into that when I was an edgy fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. But now the Amazing Atheist just makes me cringe.
You can take one more hit.
Yeah.
Basically anything.
Okay,
Now potion.
yeah.
That's what I said.
Too late
If
though.
you're under
And now I'm
4, just
trapped
take a
here.
potion.
So what was it? He ended up looking for the Young Turks 2016 meltdown video. You know, the compilation of them freaking out. It was he put in the exact name, and it was the 4th video down. He put in half of the name, and it didn't show up at all. Instead, it showed up a Young Turks thing. It showed up an ABC interview, and I did this. Or Shank Ugir, or whatever the young that. Shank Uger. It showed up in an interview where he went on ABC and predicted, and where he talks about how he predicted Trump was going to win before the election. So not only are they suppressing the actual video, they're upping the algorithm for videos that counteract what you're looking for, but doesn't agree with their.
Well, that's what YouTube does. All that YouTube wants is more watches, more clicks. I mean, every time you go on YouTube, like when you say sign out of your account or something, and it's not, searching things related to shit that you liked in the past, it'll show you the worst shit on planet Earth. Fucking football and like late night TV with Jimmy Fallon.
How many times have you
whatever.
tried to remove news from your feed?
Yeah, okay, every time
So
there's a
many
mass
times.
shooting, I swear to God, every time there's a mass shooting or anything, I'll go into my YouTube, timeline, and it'll be like, breaking news tab, and I'll exit out and be like, please don't show me this again, I don't fucking care about breaking news, and there's even a pop-up that's like, got it, we'll tune your recommendations. Week or two later, breaking news is back.
Yeah.
It, somehow it fixes itself on every other thing I X out, every YouTuber, every topic, but for some reason, breaking news keeps popping back up on my timeline, even though I go out of my way to exit out every time I see it.
Oh, did you hear about the?
I'm dead.
Oh! Dude, every time you heal, it makes me hear the fucking Symphony of the Night healing noise.
Yeah. Well, they need to make it satisfying.
It's it has the same kind of screen freeze and shit when you use a
Yeah.
heart refresh or a healing.
See, there was a lot of hits right there. Because I was managed to avoid the friend along.
Oh shit! Okay, so it's not the anime that I elected that we all watch, but there's an anime I do want to watch with everyone. That's one of my favorites from Adult Swim. Oh, everyone, put your favorite put your favorite Adult Swim anime.
This definitely isn't fake viewer engagement. We really want to know.
Dude, we could all. I could spend a whole episode just looking through the comments about and talking about everyone's favorite YouTube.
I don't think we've gotten one comment.
I don't
yet.
give a shit. You always plan for success.
I will say.
Always plan for success.
In non.
I will say, I think we
Good
should
times,
like.
bitch.
I don't know how to make our us show up better. Like I looked for it. What is it?
thumbnail.
YouTube.
Donna-
All about the
Orange Man bad. Make a show up
It's-
better. Orange Man bad.
Let's just-
Hillary 2020.
Let's just fucking do
Bernie
that.
2020.
Yeah, we need to get little red arrows and put them on our
Thumbnail. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
put them on our thumbnail to be like, is
Arrows.
this the secret to the dark demon? Did we finally figure it out?
Who's the real demon? Is it the dark one
Yeah,
or
I mean
Trump?
there is further
And
further
then-
evidence.
And then fucking just like have it be the video.
yeah,
Like that's like.
all that matters is the first 10 seconds, you know.
Just for the
Okay,
first 10 seconds,
healing.
just say Trump. Trump ban.
Well, friend will kill you. Friend kill.
He's and
Now-
there's no
now-
ground anymore either.
Well,
Get hit
dude,
by the pink rain.
getting hit by the dude. If you get hit,
Kool-Aid.
when you're about to get hit by the pink rain, just
I know
fly into
the
this.
spikes
You'll-
hurt you less.
Yeah.
And you'll be damaged from that, so you only take a half spike instead of a whole one. So that's actually a way to avoid damage if you can't get under them fast enough. Just stand on the spikes, because you'll take the spikes damage before the rain. And I'm not gonna get any. Yeah, that's the only time I can get really good hits on them.
The incel. What is that? The incel anthem. Not gonna get any.
Not gonna get it. X not gonna get it. X not gonna get it.
Fucking. Have you ever seen the
I
fucking?
pledge
play Resident Evil
allegiance
2
to the
right
flag of the incel.
Have you ever seen fucking that like? What is it? Gmod where it's like fucking engineer and like X gonna give it to you. What?
Oh yeah.
No.
Dude,
Wait,
The
Gmod
TF2 engineer is like.
oh, it's those videos, those Team Fortress 2 videos. And
It's like the Gmod and like it's
Oh,
fucking
those.
it's fucking the engineer is like walking around with the demo man following him wearing like
Yeah.
the fucking like
X will give it to you.
what?
I love those videos. Like my favorite one still is Future Man.
You remember the Kitty 0706?
Oh yeah.
No, don't, no,
No,
stop.
that's painful.
Deceased.
You're
Deceased.
gonna die. You're going to die.
Desist.
Yeah.
It's so painful just
He's
knowing.
still alive in
Heal.
Argentina, actually.
No.
He's living with those.
Stressing me
He's
out.
living in that
I
Nazi.
I gotta be
Him
as
and Ed's
careful
world.
as possible
No,
with the
him and
heels.
Ed's world, just living in Argentina in that
Yeah.
little Nazi town.
Ed.
No one ever looks there because they're just hanging out with Hitler. Like, yes, and that is how I became immortal.
That's why they
You
think
draw
all
power
YouTubers
from
are
the
Nazis.
Jews' deaths. Oh my- That was the whole thing. That's why Hitler was part of the occult. He wanted to be immortal. He drew power from all the people he killed.
You think
Or-
people will actually laugh at the shit we
Absorb
say?
their power level.
Yeah, fucking.
The only
I
people I,
just,
want around are people that laugh at my jokes.
I
I
fucking.
think Hitler would be good at RTS.
How many drugs is it? How many
what
drugs
if-
are he on?
What if
How drugs
Hitler?
are he on?
He's on opium.
Could you imagine,
I don't know, he's a painter.
now for-
He's more about being creative.
now
And
for
RTSs
the-
don't let you be very creative.
now for the
You gotta
historical
think, that's
persons
what being a war
game
is.
show?
RTS.
Hitler versus Abraham Lincoln today,
Yeah.
gentlemen. League of Legends.
My last
Yeah,
one.
no. That was something I talked with Joey about, where we make a fucking art, we make a MOBA where it's all historical characters, like Jesus is old as he revives, Mahatma Gandhi's there, Arthur, Charlemagne, Hitler.
Didn't they kind of do
Fucking
that?
His
His
old,
A
like,
one
his E is the Wehrmacht.
Yeah, I know it's fuck.
What?
That's my only time where I can get a lot of
Oh, that
damage
was
in.
good. That was good.
Yeah, but I could have gotten so much more if I was ignoring, just
Yeah, but the
ignoring
friend
the
could have
friend.
a contender.
But you can't get into too much.
I don't have any.
Muhammad Ali could be in it. His old as he just
What?
goes up to someone like, locks him in the ring, you in here with me. Muhammad Ali beat Mahatma Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Gandhi's passive! He turns on it, Gandhi turns on his passive. The more you hit him, the more damage he reflects.
Oh, that
Gandhi's
good.
ult should be nuke.
No! That's a
Gandhi.
There should definitely be like a fucking referential skin for Gandhi where he's just like this like molten nuclear monster, like an old one from Fallout. And it's a reference to. Did you hear about that bug in Civs,
Oh.
Isaac? Okay, so
Oh,
in the
one where
original Civs,
Gandhi nukes.
Yeah, but do you know
As
why?
soon as he gets nukes, yeah.
uh,
Well, because he wants peace.
no,
That's the
no.
quickest way to it. I
We
died.
wage war so that we may have peace.
It was a stack overflow thing. So you know how if you have over
Oh, yeah,
255,
yeah.
So,
I watched a video.
Gandhi
about that,
starts
actually.
at max friendship with everyone.
Okay.
But if you do anything to increase his friendship, he instantly goes to negative like 11 million
Yeah,
in
because
friendship.
it rolls back around.
If a stack overflows when you're at the max number. If you go over that, it immediately goes to the opposite number.
Okay.
It resets to the lowest possible number it can be at.
Okay.
And so if you did anything that raised Gandhi's friendship at all, period. So if you did a trade deal with one of his friends,
Right.
then he'd look
Literally-
nicer on you.
Literally, if you played the game,
Gandhi would be like, "Hi, friend." You shake his hand. You have awakened.
you have disturbed the peace.
You have disturbed the peace. I will now get nukes and nukes. And even the AI couldn't like avoid getting a one
Bad
friendship point with
start.
Gandhi, and immediately just like turning him into Death Satan. So as soon as he got nukes, since he had
Death
negative friendship with literally everyone, he's just like. And they kept that until 6.5, I believe, or 4.
Yeah, I think they kept it in. They knew about the bug after the first one, but they kept it in because it was,
It was-
dare I say, iconic.
It
Yeah.
was funny.
It makes sense.
What is it? His hat in that game. What is it? Something dog.
Some tiny nuke, if you look really close and you zoom in, his head is actually.
If you look close enough, all of
Well,
Mahatma
nuclear
Gandhi's
bomb.
like,
what is the
pictures
game?
are made up of
Where
nukes.
you hack things and they're releasing a new one. Ubisoft makes it, like something
Watch
Legion.
Dogs?
Yeah, Watch Dogs. The original Watch
It's actually
Dogs. They made if you buy the collector's edition, you get his iconic hat. It's
Yeah,
just like, his
iconic
hat is
hat
iconic.
and,
Before it's
and
even
Arnold
out.
Dorian's iconic stopwatch that
actually-
shows up twice in the game.
it's stunning commentary. If you look at any picture of real life Gandhi, you'll see that he's holding
That
a
game had
nuke button.
over 9,000.
Like,
Like,
game
like
is that?
in
That
Watch
game.
Dogs.
What are you talking about,
1.
Watch Dogs? Oh yeah, Watch Dogs sucks.
We have.
I don't know. Honestly, I kind of like Watch Dogs. Even though they had
just a
serious
lesser
problems and they were
GTA.
cringe, it was like
It's
kinda-
watered
it's kinda
down
cool.
GTA with like a mechanic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like its world building. It is the most realistic, like technological future that I've ever seen in a game.
The new one looks good. I'm not gonna.
See, I
Okay,
didn't like the
looks
new one.
good. Okay, so did you
Looks
hear?
good.
Did you hear
Looks
about the
good, I
politics
don't
of it? Mhm. Did
It's,
you hear them
it's not
talk
even
about
that. It's
deportation
the fact
squads
that-
and removing ethnic groups?
It's not-
because
it's about the
far
fact
right
that
took
they-
over?
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the fact that they ruined the lore. The first two ones, went out of their way to make a, for better or worse, they were trying to make a realistic future with a bunch of hipsters and a fucking iPhone libtard culture. That's what, especially the second one, was all about. And I thought that was kind of interesting. But when the third one just is just like, fuck it, let's just go full cyberpunk and make it about some stupid, really bad V for Vendetta shit, it ruins, like, any
You can play as
uniqueness.
badass grandma though.
Oh, you can.
Oh shit! You got like you're getting
Oh,
look at all these hits you're getting off.
You can model swap with the civilians like you've been able to do since Grand Theft Auto 3.
I know. I'm just saying. I really love.
Yeah.
You got
I mean, it
so
might
many
be-
hits.
I
I
love
mean, it
how
might
stupid
be
it is.
I thought of a name for that Grand Theft Auto 3 thing.
What?
Escape from the city. Okay, remember how I suggested
Escape
that?
from the city.
Yeah, you turn on chaos mode. You get
And then you get the flying
You turn on the
cars.
police and flying. You turn on max police and flying cars all the way, and you try and get
My
the other side of
favorite, my
the opening
favorite thing
theme.
from that.
Escape from the city. I'll follow. And it's just him running.
I remember I always
My
watched those
favorite
for Grand Theft
thing
Auto
about
4.
that still that the police just die as soon as they try.
Like they're trying
Yeah.
to arrest you, and as soon as they turn a corner, it's just a fucking civilian with an RPG is just like,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
just get blown up right away.
Dude, I've seen civilians in that mode just kill themselves because they'll immediately spawn with a grenade and throw it on the ground. Like right in front of them, they're just like, fuck everything!
So they're
Chaos
terrorists.
mode turns on true chaos.
I remember that was really fun.
You're
in,
gonna die.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I feel like I'm doing kind of good though, right?
You are doing good.
I thought this would be way easier.
You know,
Hit.
I thought this would be way
You
easier.
can't talk
to be
and play.
perfectly honest.
This is why I'm choosing easy games, because I'm just like, I need I can't talk and play, I need to play like
True
Dynasty
gamer.
Warriors.
True gamer here.
Dynasty Warriors on Chaos mode is like stupid. Especially Dynasty Warriors 3. Okay, I remember playing fucking Dynasty Warriors 3, and I got to the last mission of like Sun Changjiang's like timeline.
Who doesn't exist? Who?
Shut
Who isn't real?
and
Who's
then
too late?
fucking
Is this
like
a retcon?
No.
China's history is fucking retcon.
China's history is a retcon,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of times in like the Three Kingdoms stuff they make that they just ignore Wu because they can't really make them look bad because they weren't bad people.
Yeah.
they were just like yeah.
Oh well, so they just ignore Wu in a lot of their media. It's like no,
Well, it's not Liu Bei and Cao Cao, so it's like who cares?
it's not good versus evil. It's just like, but Wu is good, and everyone else is no.
What?
Stop! You're wrong thing. We're gonna have Chinese assassin squad come to our house, sent by Winnie.
Yeah.
Just like Winnie
1989,
the Pooh.
Tiananmen
You're gonna
Square.
want to heal.
Okay, you lost me there at the end.
Winnie the Pooh? Okay, so the president of China has banned all Winnie the Pooh pictures because a bunch of people in Hong
Yeah.
Kong said
There
it
was
looks
a
like
meme
Winnie the
about
Pooh.
him being
So he
confused.
banned Winnie the
And
Pooh on the
there was
internet.
this really good
Xi
horror
Jinping
game.
is like, what the hell?
This really good 2D horror game on Steam that was
Oh.
removed because it got so ass blasted by Chinese people because there was an Easter egg of Winnie the Pooh and the fucking Chinese president or whatever the fuck.
Fucking,
he's
okay,
called.
look, should
The glorious emperor.
Should
Oh my
Jin-
god! You can charge attacks on this form.
I thought so, dude. I knew it was like, mate, dude. I knew when you fucking goddamn it.
Dude, have I been fucking this the whole time and that's what you're supposed
Yeah,
to
press
do?
and hold the charge.
If I
And
was
then release.
compared
Can
to
you-
Winnie
can you
the
do
Pooh,
like Mega Man?
I
Yep.
beat him, it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, he was standing in his piss stream.
it's the piss stream when he dies, when he loses bowel
You
control.
find out right
See,
at the
he
end.
didn't turn red at all, he just fucking died.
Now he's turning dark. You have defeated me. Here is
What's
the
the
dark.
story for this one?
Well, now we get to find out. Now we get to see where this fucker came from. There's a little twist in here for you in this intricate story.
Is it Arthur's debt?
Lurked deep within the human world all along.
It's Arthur.
The real bad thing was the humanity we met along the way.
Remember, darkness in Japan, humans are dark. That was the whole thing about Dark Souls.
Oh my god.
Dude, we need to work
We were
on the-
watching. Okay, I was watching
said
one of our
Dark
old
Souls, I know.
videos, and you literally said like, "I'm not going to say anything about Dark
I am
Souls
never
ever."
going to talk about Dark Souls. Oh man, I
We're
really
gonna have
love
a video. We
I
need
really
to.
love the combat in The Surge.
Oh my god.
Dude. You know what we need to do? Need to have one episode where we just play a whole bunch of games that are all connected, just like and see all games released from
They're
Japan
all
are connected
Dark
to
Souls.
Dark Souls. They're connected to Dark Souls. It's one giant like conspiracy. They're trying to tell us something.
And yeah, we go off to find someone to have a good battle
Who
with
could
again.
challenge us and
So maybe we were the bad guy, because that seems to be all we care about. It's just fighting people in true power and shit.
The crest of
But
infinity.
hey, at least we get some new credits now for the true, correct, secret
So
ending.
okay, or do we get to see Friend here?
No, I made that off.
Fucking really?
Yes.
Fuck off.
It's not called Friend. Most of the other enemies in this probably have cool names, and this one's just called Friend.
You look. You should look in the menu.
I guess the other one's called Flyer, so yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's not that weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I could imagine a fucking.
Crawler, flyer. I'd
I
imagine that,
could've-
a ball,
okay,
that a
look.
ball that follows you around is called friend.
I could imagine like. By the way, I'm gonna go look for the ultimate battle. Gets rid of all of his weapons.
Except for the ultimate one, because it's a separate crest.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out next time when we play Ghouls and Ghosts or
On
whatever.
Dragon Ball Z.
We can find out where Firebrand ended up after this.
Dead, most likely.
Yeah, it gets killed by Arthur. He's one of the bosses in the game.
And then there's a Demon's Crest 2, where he's just like, oh yes, I had the.
Demon's Crest 2, released 2019.
I would love a
Crowdfunding.
3D world Demon's Crest.
I mean, you
Yeah,
say that, but
would be nice.
but
it would
crowdfonding
probably end
shit.
up like Mighty Number 9. more than
don't get
anything.
me started. I was so mad
Bloodstained
about that.
Ritual
I was
More
Night-
so mad.
Kickstarters have failed than succeeded,
But
so
Bloodstain-
I'm
but-
pretty.
but-
But we had stuff like
Bloodstained.
Cuphead.
Yeah,
So
we get a
okay.
lot of good
The
ones.
ultimate garbage, like fucking.
Also, this
GoFundMe
is all
thing.
new, where it actually introduces the gargoyle and it shows us this whole gameplay.
G Gargoyle. Yes, I'm George Gargoyle. Pleasure to meet you.
No.
See, they all have cool names. He's not Friend, okay?
The
No,
Bells-
they don't
Bells
all
is a
have cool
name.
names.
We've seen all these guys before.
Yeah, this part we've seen before. There's just,
Ovo Nunu.
with every ending, there's like just a little tiny new
Of
fucking
Nunu.
after credit
Nunu.
sequence added, just like a fucking Marvel movie here.
Oh,
We
dude,
gotta
what
go
did
back
you-
and see what the extra scenes added for Endgame.
Did you see the extra scene, the end scenes for Far From Home?
What is it?
Yes.
More fucking
What do you think?
Wakandans?
No, okay. The extra scenes from Endgame were literally a Stan Lee cameo that was made in Windows Movie Maker. It was low effort, and a really unfinished scene of the Hulk saving random people from an apartment fire. And he looks like a fucking PlayStation 1 cinematic.
Oh my God.
Like,
And that's it! That's all they added! And
They
yet,
could've added
and yet
that
a couple
really-
weeks later, on YouTube, they release a bunch of way
Deleted
more
scenes.
finished deleted scenes. Why the fuck didn't they add those to the theatrical release?
Where
I
everyone-
paid for a whole new ticket to see extra scenes, and I saw PlayStation 1 Hulk, and that's it.
Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
It looked worse,
Flame Lord.
because
There
it
you
was
go.
unfinished.
Friend.
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 Friend the Lord.
Friend Lord. I've been put in the Friend Lord too. I've been put in the Friend Zone too much. I have become the Friend Lord.
I have achieved ultimate power.
over,
along with the-
over the flame of friendship.
Along
This
with
guy
the
always
40-year-old
kicked off my,
virgin.
this
I
guy
have
always kicked
achieved
off my imagination
enlightenment.
the most as a kid. The Flyer. His
Oh, dude.
human face, his human old man face was always so creepy.
I
to
had
me.
I had another dream, not as random as that one. That was a fever dream. But this one, I was at a friend's house, and there was a ghost stalking their little girl. And I was just like, "Don't worry, I know how to exorcise him." And I'm like, "Ghost, I challenge you to a battle." And he's like, "I pick Yu-Gi-Oh." And so
He gets
he
like
turns into
a-
just an anime protagonist and starts to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And then I start to reach for my deck, and every time I go to draw cards, I draw like 15 cards, and I'm like, "Oh shit, hold on, I gotta shuffle these back in."
Oh my god!
Every
that
single
dream.
fucking
You
time.
don't have any control in your dreams. So you ever, when you have your phone in your dream and you try to type a text and you're like, "Fuck, wrong letter." Backspace, you have to type the whole thing. You go, "Fuck, I messed up again." They do it so often in dreams.
The worst part is I asked the little girl to shuffle my deck, and she put in magic cards. And I'm like, "No, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh!" So I had to go through my whole fucking deck. I'm like, "Hold on, this is so
Yeah.
embarrassing. My
I used
zombie
to
dark
have-
deck is fucked.
I used to
I
have
gotta pull out everything
nightmares.
and reshuffle it."
I still have them. Back when I worked at Pizza Hut, and we like the pizza would pop up on screen. We have to make it, put the toppings on, and put it in the oven in like 4 minutes. And I had dreams, and I still have them. It scarred me for life. I'm trying to make a fucking pizza, and I keep putting the wrong toppings on. I have to keep throwing it away and making a new one, and it's at like 28 minutes, and I'm just like, "Fuck it."
Okay, no, I have one just like that, but it was worse. I spilled milk in my dream. I kept trying to clean it up, but more milk would spill. And I was like, "No!" I picked up the cup,
Wow.
stop falling. And every time I picked up the cup would fall again. I'm like, "No!
That's
Stop spilling
horrifying.
milk!"
That's
Mine-
literally, if that happened to me in real life, I would scream.
I woke up in a cold sweat, like, the milk!
That's really wow. Mine's really tame in comparison, as I'm just like fucking gotta reshuffle. And every time I drew all these good cards, and he's like, you drew 15 cards again. I'm like, shut up!
Yeah.
Because I go back to look at my hand, and I have the whole deck in my hand. I'm like, how?
Dude, or like when you get a gun in your dream, and you're trying to shoot it, and it worked before, but now it's like a fucking cap gun or something, and you're like, oh god, he's coming at me! Why is it shooting out fucking bubbles?
Or
Why
when
does
you
it
try to
have a 375-pound trigger pull?
Or when you try to punch and your fist just goes. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Or when
you-
you're trying
all
to
your-
run and you feel
all-
like you're underwater.
I have an inversion.
Oh my God.
I have an inversion. Whenever
I always-
I'm in trouble in a dream, like I remember I have a vivid one where, as a kid, I fell off of a cliff while skateboarding, and I landed on top of a car, and I trampolined off of it. And I'm just like, my mind protects me. It's just like, nope, can't have you dying in a dream.
I have a lot of dreams that like something works and then I'll keep doing it and then I'll do it in a dangerous way and it won't work anymore and I'll get fucked up. Like I had a dream where I could fly and I would just jump off a building and fly and I was like, this is amazing. This is truly life has hit its peak. I'm going to jump off the tallest building I can find now and fly around. And I jumped off and the flight wasn't working anymore and I was like, oh shit! And I fucking landed right on the ground directly on my teeth. Mashed them all
Dude,
out.
I had when I was dreaming, I was like
Night
Spider-Man or whatever.
gargoyle? N gargoyle?
Because
N?
he has a pass, okay? He can turn into the ground gargoyle and it's brown, okay?
Yo, you get the Samulo. Is it Samulo or
I
Samulo?
don't fucking know. There's no...
Samulo.
But I was dreaming I was Spider-Man and I was swinging and ended up swinging into a window and the glass pierced my chest. I was like,
Yeah, I've had a dream that I was Spider-Man. at least
I
once.
fucking, before anything can ever hurt me in my dreams, I get woken up. I had like a full month once where every dream I had was getting chased by velociraptors in different settings.
See,
Yeah,
for me,
stuff
I
else
always
from Jurassic
feel like I feel
No,
it.
no, like I hadn't watched Jurassic. Everyone says that, but I hadn't watched Jurassic Park for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then suddenly my brain's like, remember all those dinosaur movies you watched as a kid?
See-
Well, we're gonna fucking pull out of the bank all that investment you've made in
Yeah.
that.
See,
All those nightmares you didn't have, you're gonna have them now.
I'm too emotionally invested in dreams because I swear I feel pain. Like
I
one
feel
day I
pain.
was running through a field and I was trying to get away from Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw, and I was running at like
I
100
hate
miles
those
an
horror
hour.
dreams.
But he
Horror
was
dreams
running at
suck.
200 miles an hour with a chainsaw, and I felt like the blunt part of it smacking against the back of my head, and I was like, oh shit! I felt it, I swear!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
Holy shit, Firebrand.
See, he's so hench even without the legendary.
Yo, I'm N gargoyle, boys.
This
I have the
is the
pass.
first thing that Arthur ever
But-
saw.
Well, it's one of those things where you're talking about how your childhood affects you as an adult more than people are willing to admit. You will always have nightmares about velociraptors until you're attracted to them.
I will always have nightmares about working at Pizza.
No!
It'll never go
Please,
away.
God! No! That's how they get you!
Speaking of that horror dream, I
They're
had
gonna get
remember
you.
Puppet Master.
Yeah. I watched a
I had
couple
a
of
dream
those
where
as a kid.
he just kept running up and stabbing me in the ankles, and she
Yeah.
wouldn't stop. It was just.
Oh,
Recent
dream a few weeks ago. I had a dream where I was a manager at a hotel from like another horror movie where it's like the whole movie takes place in a
The
schizophrenic's mind. A schizophrenic's mind, and everyone gets stranded at this motel in the middle of the desert,
I don't
and
fucking
it's
know.
all his personalities confronting each other.
Oh yeah, I think
that
I've
one.
seen that.
Yeah, it was like that. I was managing that, and I kept feeling things crawl over my skin because I felt like dirt.
Dude,
and
honestly-
I looked down and like I had hives, blisters full of
Yeah.
like larvae in my skin, and I'm just like,
Oh
And
my
it was-
god, I hate
and-
that in dreams where you
but I
just
wasn't
can't get away.
disgusted. I was just like, oh, this is so fun. Hey, does anyone know how to get rid of these? I wasn't even scared or anything. I was just
Yeah.
like, so you got to rub super hot metal across it. I'm like, does anyone have that?
Honestly,
no.
I would probably
Fine.
love
Fine,
a
I'll just live
situation
with it.
like
I
that.
gotta finish managing the hotel.
A Tyler Durden type situation would be way easier to handle than actually dealing with mental health as a real person.
Do you ever have like
being able
dreams
to beat
of
the shit
people-
out of your worst memories way easier than actually
shoot-
facing them in real life?
Shoot your monster.
Do you ever
shoot
have
your
dreams
monster.
of like where people you know are in your dreams?
Yeah.
Yes, quite
Like,
often.
all the time?
There's been a few times where
My
like
first girlfriend.
oh, I wonder what
Oh, I thought you were
Ouch.
talking about like your family.
Oh, no, but-
My family, schoolmates. I go back to school a lot.
Yeah, me too. It was a nightmare in real life, and it stuck with me now.
But
Yep.
you're seeing.
Oh no, I was just curious.
Okay.
'Cause
Do you
I
not like
actually
them?
don't have that a lot. I
Oh,
don't
it's
think
very.
do.
It's not as often as
I don't usually meet people I know like. I don't think ever. I think maybe once I've like met my mom in a dream, but
Yeah, well, see, bad thing about dreams and having people you know in them is that you can't control your dreams.
No.
Like,
I've watched friends die.
Unless you
I've
lucid
watched
dream.
friends die. In
you
my
you
dreams.
dream strange
I've watched
things
myself die.
about people
Same.
you know, and you
It's-
can't
it's
control
scary.
it.
Yeah,
That's
I killed
all I'll
myself as the
say.
Jeepers Creepers monster.
Yeah.
And tore
Anyway.
and took my limbs. It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, did I ever tell that story that I had of the fucking genie from Aladdin? But he was evil, and I was in hell, and I was hiding under a giant stone book, and he was trying to stab me in the feet with toothpicks. And if he did, I would turn to stone.
He's a
And I had to
genie.
keep going around this pedestal so he wouldn't be able to stab me.
Robin
That was
Williams.
scary. Yes, it was scary as fuck. Anyway, that's it for the episode, I guess.
Don't get